Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is having a nice day or everyone had a nice day. I don't really want to have a serious discussion this night. I just want us to talk. I just want us to relate. I just want to talk to my audience. I just want us to like vibe, to connect. I had kind of like a stressful day and I'm a bit exhausted, right? I almost did not even come on live. I almost didn't make this live video. So I'm a bit tired, I'm a bit exhausted. I don't want to like crack my head too much. There's a topic I wanted to come on live and talk about today, like pertaining to business, but I was so busy, guys. I had such a stressful day, so I couldn't come on live. I couldn't make that discussion, but I think I would have more time tomorrow. So probably tomorrow I can have that discussion. Tomorrow I can, talk about that topic, because it's a very important topic that I need to talk about, especially for business owners. But right now I'm so tired and I just want to like lay my head and rest. But I just said, let me just come and vibe with one or two people. Let me see who is online, basically. Because I realized that from my live videos I've been able to connect a lot with my audience. I've been able to reach more people, talk to more people. So I'm like, okay, let me just come online and see who is live, so we can talk, so we can vibe, so we can gist, so we can share stories, talk about our day, and just talk about life, basically talk about anything. So if you're on the live, feel free to drop a comment, feel free to share anything that you want to share. And it's very important to be grateful for everything that you have, while also expecting, praying, and working hard towards getting more things. Another thing I learned today, another thing that I practiced today, like something that I learned but I put into practice, like I've been learning this thing, but today I was able to put it into practice realistically, was that I'm learning to address issues, right? Normal me would just push issues under the carpet, like push issues under the rug and not talk about them. But I'm learning to talk about things. I'm learning to address issues. I'm seeing comments. Pink Rain, hi. Hi, Pink Rain. Hi, Ezra. Welcome to the live. Thank you for being here. How was your day? Let me know where you're joining from, please. If you join the live, tell me where you're joining from, the country that you are in, the state that you are in, and let me know your time zone. Hi, ROI guy. Hey, hi. Hope you had a nice day. Thanks for being here. So we're just here to, there's no particular topic, but we're just here to vibe, to discuss, to just say hi to each other and to talk, to share stories and all of that. ALQ said, okay, shout out to ALQ. This is the first time I'm seeing you on my live, but it's always nice to have everyone here. Thank you for joining the live, and I hope you stick around. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. So yeah, I was sharing the story of something that happened today at work. So I run a business. For people that already follow me, you know that I run a business. RY guy, how are you? Says how I'm doing well. I'm doing fine. This is the first time I'm seeing you on my live. RY guy, where are you joining in from? You can let me know where you're joining in from. I know that I do have, sometimes I get audience from like everywhere, like Europe, Asia, America. So just like to know where you are joining in from. But I'm doing well, and I hope that you're also doing well. I hope that you had a great day. I hope that you're working hard towards your goals. I hope that you are doing your best to stay positive and to stay happy, because normally in life, things will happen to upset you, things will happen to trigger you. But I just hope that you're not giving in to those things and you remember to stay positive. Okay. Oh, you liked. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really appreciate. Thanks a lot for being here. Hi, Antonio Carlos. Your name sounds Spanish. Am I correct? That's a Spanish name, right? Am I right? So probably you're either from Spain or one of those countries like that. But your name, that's very nice name anyways, Carlos. ALQ says I got to go. Okay, bye. thanks for joining anyways. So bye. I hope to see you some other time. I hope that you have subscribed to my channel so that next time that I go live, you will definitely get a notification that I'm live. So yeah, basically. So since there are no more comments here to reply, let me tell you guys about um I don't know why, guy. You asked how am I replied you, but you have not responded back to me yet. So let me just tell you guys about what happened today. So the lady, she's like one of my staff that I employed in my business to help me out, right? So something happened. It's a very long story and it's not something that I can be able to say everything on this live video, but I just want to let you guys know that so she no longer works for me because she left for about 2 weeks and she just got up and left, right? She didn't come to work that day, she didn't go to the store. So it was other lady in the store that told me that okay, this lady, oh, she didn't come to the store today. Usually she resumes by 9 a.m. in the morning, but the lady stays close by to the store. Like me, I stay about an hour from the store, right? So I don't always go early, but the lady stays very close by to the store, so she resumes early, like sometimes by like 8:40, 8:50. She's already at the store, you get. But this was like 11 a.m. and she had not gotten to the store. So the other lady that was at the store, she called me. Like, I think I asked her to do something and she said that the work would be much for her. I said, what about the other lady? She not there. Let her be, doing other things. Let her be assisting you while you are doing that thing. That was when she now told me that that lady, oh, she didn't come to work today, she was not around. And I'm like, how come? So I called the lady on the phone. That's when she was telling me that, oh, she was at the bank, she was doing something else, blah blah blah, like that. And I'm like, if you're not coming to work today, why didn't you let me know that you won't be coming or you won't be around? Look at the time. Like, you're supposed to resume by 9 and this is 11 a.m. This is like 2 hours later. And definitely because you do come early, so you have known for like over 2 hours that you would not be coming to work today or you would not be around. So why not notify me? Why not call me? Why not let me know? Why waiting for me to call you? Why waiting for me to reach out to you before you let me know that okay, you have something else doing? And it was even on a Monday. On a Monday when you are supposed to be at work, you are somewhere else and you didn't think to call your employer to let her know that you will not be coming to work. I think that was like my major issue. It was not that she had to travel or she had to be somewhere else. It was just that she didn't communicate with me. She didn't let me know on time and she didn't like let me know properly that she would not be coming to work on that day and she would not be coming early. I think that was just my major issue. So she left basically, and even when she came back, because I had so many rumors and so many things happened, so I didn't want to take her back anymore. And then she called me, she sent messages, but I didn't respond because normally my type of person, if something upsets me, if I'm not happy about something, if there's an issue, my major response is just to be silent about it. I don't like to address issues, I don't like confrontation, so I ignore things, I be silent about them and let them pass, right? I'm not confrontational at all. I don't like to confront situations. I don't like to confront things. I don't like to talk about things over and over again. But I saw her today, and my mind just told me that you've been wanting to grow, you've been wanting to be more mature. This is an opportunity for you to call her and have a discussion with her, end things on an amicable ground. Let her know the reason why you no longer want her there. And this is something that I'm learning, right? Because I'm now a leader. As a business owner, as a founder, I now employ staff, right? So I'm also learning how to treat my staff properly. As much as I want them to handle the business well and I want them to respect me, I'm also learning how to properly treat staff, okay? And it's not just about employing. I'm also learning that when you employ a person, there are procedures, and when you want to fire that person or you no longer want the person to work for you, there are also procedures and there are ways to go about it. I know that my reaction is not yet perfect, but I know that it's better than how I would have reacted last year or 2 years ago. I'm aware that I'm still growing. I'm aware that I'm still learning, but I think I did better than I would have done last year, right? The old me would actually be proud of me because this is something new for me. Like I said, I'm not confrontational, right? So it took I had to like summon my courage. Like I saw when I was coming into, like, because the store is in a plaza. So when I was coming into the plaza, she was coming out. So I just greeted her. It was casual. She didn't have much to say because she had texted me, she had called me, and I didn't respond to any of those because I already decided that I don't want her working for me anymore because the rumors were too much, and she was not communicating well, and the way everything had gone, she was away for like 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, no problem. And another thing is that I already started to adjust to not having her around, okay? Because when it was just me, it wasn't easy for me to run the business. But now that I employed staff, you get. But the 3 weeks that she was not around, I had already began to fill in that gap. So I was already used to it. I didn't really see the need of her coming back. There was all the rumors when she left, like other people in the plaza were telling me things and all of that. So I was like, you know what? I no need having her back anymore. But when I saw her today, as I was coming into the plaza, she was coming out of the plaza. So she just greeted me respectfully. And me, I walked inside. So when I went upstairs, when I sat in the store, I just thought about it that there's no need for me to just end things on a rough ground, right? That's something I would have done before. I don't like addressing things, probably something that maybe it hurts me or it pains me. I don't like talking about things. I just let it, die down. Let time pass. But I was like, no, like this is my staff, someone I employed. And if I don't want her working for me anymore, I have to call her and tell her. I cannot just ignore her just like that. I have to have a discussion with her. I have to let her know that when you were not around, these are the things that I heard. These are the rumors. These are the things that people said. So she that will let me know, are these things true or are they not true? And let me hear what she has to say. Let me listen to her. So I called her to the office and we spoke. She explained some things to me. She even like knew the person that was like, she even asked me that I know the person. She told me that I know the person that is passing those rumors. It's not so and so. She called his name. And she explained her own side. I also explained to her, like, this is the reason why I feel like, okay, for now there's no need you working here, because this thing that you did, it's not right, it's not good, right? Even though you're going through a hard time or like anything, there are ways that you go about it. If you're working for someone, you don't just wake up in the morning and abandon the business because of your personal things. I'm not saying you cannot have personal things, but I'm saying, if I work somewhere and I'm not going to be at work today, I know I have an emergency, I'm definitely going to call my employer on a Monday morning. You cannot just be absent from work like that. You have to call your employer to let them know that this is what happened, right? But she didn't say anything. She was silent till I had to reach out to her. I think that's my major grievance, that you didn't let me know what's happening on time and keep me updated. You are giving room for other people to like say things. You are giving room for other people to like, for me to make assumptions, for other people to like chip in because you did not communicate properly, right? So for me, I think that was like my biggest grievance, okay? And when she did not come to work that Monday, she didn't let me know when she was coming back to work, and she explained why, like what she went for. She didn't know how long it was going to take herself. But that not coming to work on Monday turned to her not coming to work for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Are you kidding me? You are a full-time staff in a business, and it's kind of like a small business. It's not really but like it's still kind of like a small business. I don't have a lot of staff. If I don't have a lot of staff, it means that every hand that I have is necessary. It means that every staff that I have is necessary. That's what it means. And if a staff that are employed full time suddenly just gets up and you are not available, you create a gap in the business, a gap that I have to step up and fill in. Because now you have left, our business needs to, like, the work still needs to be done. I'm not saying you can't have personal needs, but what I'm saying is, give me a heads up so I plan myself. Do you understand? Like, just let me hear it from you. Let me not hear it from someone else. It's the other lady in the store telling me that you didn't come to work today. Meanwhile, you have a phone in your hand. So why didn't you call me to let me know what's happening or send me a text message? Why are you letting other people communicate to me what you are supposed to communicate to me? So I think little things like this are things that eventually, if you're in Nigeria and then you know what that sound is, that sound means that they just we just got like they just brought the power back, basically. Yeah, so like that's it. I think like I'm the more I stay in business, the more mature I'm getting in business, the more I'm learning how to like really run the business, right? And I'm like, dealing with staff is such a major part of business. Oh my god, I didn't plan for this life to be like a business talk, a business life, but like dealing with staff is such a major part of business, right? And you cannot do without it, because the truth is that you cannot do everything by yourself. That's honest truth. You can't. So you must learn how to delegate. You must learn how to let your staff take control. You must learn how to, hand over things to your staff and trust them that they are competent enough to be able to like do this thing that you have given them to do. Okay, your staff has to be trustworthy. Your staff has to be able to handle tasks, okay, without you worrying all the time you're doing it right or not, because only you cannot do everything. If you do everything by yourself, you will definitely get burnout, you'll be stressed, you'll be overwhelmed, and the business will begin to suffer. Plus, you cannot be everywhere at the same time doing everything. So delegation is an important part of business. If your business must grow, you must learn how to delegate. If your business must grow, you must learn how to hand over things to your staff and rest and trust them that they'll be able to handle it properly. If your business must grow, you must learn how to hire competent staff. Okay, so like that's just one of the things that I learned today. I said let me just share. Today was so eventful for me. Today was like, it was like a long day, because the way that I planned the day to go, like yesterday, like someone like me, I plan tomorrow from today, sort of, right? I already know that, okay, tomorrow this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. Most times it's that way for me, right? Just so that I can stay on track, so that if I'm leaving the house in the morning, I have purpose, I know where I'm headed, I know what I need to do. Like, also for time management, okay, if I know that, okay, I need to do 4 things in a day, I need to like mentally already plan out my time. Okay, am I leaving the house by 7 a.m.? Because what I have to do for that day determines the time that I leave the house. I don't leave the house at the same time every day, okay? So I need to consciously know that, okay, this is the time that I need to wake up, have my bath, eat my breakfast, and be outside. And if I'm going here, maybe I'm going to the store, I'm only spending 3 hours at the store because I need to be somewhere else, okay? So I mentally plan my day, mostly the day before. So yesterday, the plan for today was something different from how today went. And I didn't even know that today was going to be different until it was about let me say 9 a.m. in the morning, right? Before I knew that, okay, what I had planned for today will not end up being what is going to happen with today. But I just prayed about it. Okay, I just prayed about it and left it in God's hands, and I kind of just went to the flow, right? So I spent my day at the store. And I've said this so many times here, that I've learned to follow my instincts lately. I've learned to listen to my spirit man. I've learned to listen to my inner man. Okay, so like I just said, what happened today, what I did today, was not what I planned to do today. Okay, and at the end of the day, I realized why I ended up doing that thing. I realized why my spirit, my instincts told me to just go with the plan that I had today, right? Just do what went today. Because at business today, something went wrong. And I've just imagined that if I was not here at this particular moment, I would not have been able to fix this thing that went wrong, right? If I was somewhere else, if I had gone to do the other thing that I planned to do, when this thing went wrong, I would not have been available on ground to see that it was fixed, to see that the thing came out properly. So again, another advice: just listen to your instincts. Always listen to your instincts. Listen to your spirit, man. Okay, don't just be moving without any guidance. No, we all have something inside of us that guides us to the right path. So like, listen, open your ears, listen, pay attention. Okay, make decisions wisely, because the decisions that you make ultimately decide how your life turns out in the end. Okay, I have a comment here from Miriam Pamiri. Hi Marian, how are you doing? How was your day? I hope you had a nice day. I hope you had a great day. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're doing your best to stay positive, right? I hope you don't have any troubles. I just hope that you are being the best that you can be. Also, let me know what country that you're joining in from. For me, I'm in okay, I think she has left the live. Okay, I don't know. But for me, for me, I'm in Nigeria, so you can let me know what country you are joining from. Yes, basically that's just like a little insight into how my day went. Like, so many things I cannot like discuss in just one live, but I think I've said some major things that I learned today, right? Like, every day that I listen to my instincts, every day that I follow my spirit man, I'm learning more and more why I should do that. Okay, because at the end of the day, after I obey, then I see the reason why it was important for me to obey. Do you understand? Like, the Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice, right? It is better to obey. Most of the time, right, it's better you don't even find out what will happen if you did not obey. So just go ahead and obey. And every time I obey, I eventually find out the reason why it was necessary for me to obey my spirit man. Hi, if you're on the live, please say hi. Okay, don't be shy, don't be timid. Just drop a hi in the comment section. Okay, let's relate, let's get to know each other. I'm telling you guys how my day went. You can also tell me how your own day went. It's just like an interaction between friends, an interaction between, you know, colleagues. Okay, this is like a safe space, so don't be worried at all. Nothing you say here will be used against you either today or tomorrow. Right, so I basically spent most of my day at, you know, at the store, and thank God I was there, because now that I have one less staff, it's like more work. It's not really more work, but like I have to work more than when, you know, I had an extra hand, because now I don't have an extra hand. So there are a lot of things I have to do. So like basically normally I don't go to the store and spend the whole day, but today I was there for the whole day because of, you know, the work that needed to be done. I didn't, there was an error in production, right? Because, you know, I produce, I manufacture. There was an error in production that I didn't foresee before. You know, that's like God can see things ahead of us. So if He tells you go here, if He tells you do this thing, just obey, because He has seen what's about to happen. He has seen ahead. That's why He's telling you to go ahead and do that thing. At the end of the day, it's for your own good, right? That, you know, all glory be unto God, but it's for your own good. Now there are a lot of things that I'm praying for, a lot of things I've been asking God for, a lot of things I've been praying for, and I'm still trusting Him that He's going to come true. I'm still trusting Him that His ways are good. I'm still trusting Him that, you know, I can rely on Him. I can trust Him. He sees me. He loves me. You know, He's the God that thinks of me. His plans for me are definitely of good, right? You know, I am safe and I am secure in Him. I know all of this, and I'm trusting Him. But in the meantime, I feel like God is also teaching me something. He's teaching me that even when I don't receive the things that I asked Him for, He's still God. Even when I don't receive the things that I pray for, He's still God. Even when He doesn't do what I want Him to do, He's still God. Like, His sovereignty is not based on if He decides to give me what I want or not. His sovereignty is not based on my needs and my wants. Okay, so even if I don't get that fancy new car, even if I don't get like $1 million in my bank account, He's still God. And, you know, I should still be able to worship Him. I should still be able to reference Him, right? Because our relationship is not based on what He can give me, right? I think it's the same thing for you and your partner. The love that you have for your partner is not based on how much money they can give you, right? Or what they can offer you, right? It's like unconditional love. So that's how it is between me and God. I think that's what this season is teaching me, and I'm, you know, I'm leaning into the lesson, right? That even if I wake up today and I don't get what I want, I wake up today and I don't have like an all expense paid trip to Paris, God is still God, right? God is still God. Even in the midst of pain, even in the midst of anger, even in the midst of hurt, even in the midst of grief, God is still God. He sees all, He hears all, He knows all. He's always there with me when I sleep, when I wake, when I'm walking, when I'm sitting down. He's always there with me. Okay, He sees all, He knows all. He's the ever-present God, and like His ways are true. He cannot make a mistake. He cannot lie. So if He cannot make a mistake, then, like, you know, the ways of my life are definitely guided. There's a comment here from Adrian. Adrian, last time I saw you on my live was about 5 days ago. Was it, is it up to 5 days or 4 days ago? That day that I was outside. That day that I was outside, I went out. That was the last time I saw you on my live, Adrian. Adrian says, good day to you. I hope your day was wonderful with laughs and cheers. Well, yes, my day was wonderful. I had a lot of laughs. I had a lot of cheers, but I also had like sad moments. But overall, my day was wonderful. Glory to God. How was yours, Adrian? I hope you also had a nice day. Did you go to work today? I did go to work today. I was at like the store like throughout the day. I was working before I, like, you know, came back home. But, you know, I had a great day, and I hope you had a great day too. I hope that, you know, you are staying positive no matter, you know, what's happening around you. I hope that you are doing your best to stay afloat, and, you know, definitely I'm rooting for you 100%. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. I know that you can accomplish all your goals. I know that you can accomplish all your dreams. I know that the sky is your starting point. I know that you are capable of a lot more things than, you know that you are. So, like, just a few words of encouragement, my dear YouTube friend. Adrian. So yeah, I was discussing about my day. previously, because like every day you learn something, every day comes with a lesson or a blessing. Like some days can be both. You can get a lesson and a blessing in one day, but some days come with lessons. So I was just sharing a few of the lessons that I encountered today, and some things that I overcame. Maybe when you play back the live, you hear me talking about the experience with one of my staffs, right? So I talked about that. I talked about listening to my instincts. I talked about I think I've said that before. You've kind of come on my life quite, not like a lot, but from time to time. So you must have heard me talk about following your instincts before. I also mentioned one good side of that I noticed today. So I'm just giving you like a recap of my day, and what I plan to do today is not what I ended up doing, but at the same time, today was still like glorious. It was still for my advantage, it was still for my good. And another thing I'm learning, let me just mention this, I'm learning to stay calm in like tough situations. I'm learning to stay calm when things are not going the way that I want them to go. I'm learning to stay calm when things are going like this, right, instead of like straight, right. I'm learning to stay calm in the midst of adversity, right. I'm learning not to overreact. I'm learning not to have like an outburst. I'm learning to put my emotions under check, okay. As much as I put my emotions under check, like good emotions, bad emotions, like I'm learning to control my anger more. I'm learning not to react when something happens, right. Because sometimes if you hear like tragic news or bad news, especially as a business owner, like you can hear things you don't want to hear, like every blessed day. Like you can hear that, okay, this logistics company made a mistake, or you can hear that the customer is not satisfied with what they received, or you can hear that you just lost money, or you can hear, like for me that I'm into production, you can hear that there was an issue in production, you can hear that, oh, we ran out of materials, you can hear that, oh, there was a mistake here. Like as a business owner, you can just hear news like that. And those type of news either means that you are going to lose, you've lost money, or you're going to have to spend extra money to rectify the mistake, or you're going to lose time, because in business time is very valuable, okay. So it could mean that you're going to lose time, you'll be behind in time. It may mean that you might end up having a angry and unsatisfied clients, because things like, if things are going wrong, most often times it means you would have an unhappy and unsatisfied client. So like, you running around, you trying to fix things, is to make sure that the client is satisfied at the end of the day. Let me just tell you that I think this was about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. So I was sending two different items to two different cities, right. And these cities are like, if you're going by car, they are like 12 hours apart, right. But if you're going by air, it's like an hour apart from each other. So I was sending items to these two different cities, and one of my staff was in charge, my closest assistant, right. I do call her my assistant because she's like the closest one, that she's like smarter than other staff. She knows things, like I can trust her to do certain things without micromanaging her, right. So she made a mistake. She sent the things, the like, one was supposed to go, one was supposed to go here, but she mixed them up, so both of them got each other's items. When I realized that, I panicked a bit, right. I panicked because this could mean that the client has gotten her order, and she has realized that what she got is not what she ordered, right. So she was one that sent me the message like, oh, this is not what I ordered, why did you send me this, right. So that was when I realized that, oh my god, she received the other lady's order, which means that the other lady is going to receive this customer's order, right. So customer A has gotten customer B's order, and customer B has gotten customer A's order, right. The thing is mixed up. Like basically what it means is that the customer is not satisfied. She's probably agitated, thinking that I did it on purpose, or I made a mistake with that order, and it's going to cost me a lot of money to like send those items, like to switch up the items from the two customers. It's going to cost me a lot of money. It's going to cost me time. Like I was back and forth on the phone, like with the logistics company. Like I was going back and forth, like calling them, like following up. Like it's quite stressful. Like something that could have just been avoided. I spent a lot of time dealing with it, right. So as a business owner, every blessed day you go through things, from your suppliers, from your customers, from the logistics company, from your staff. Like every blessed day you go through things as a business owner. Like something is definitely always happening, which is why you need to learn how to control your emotions control your anger, basically control your reaction, the way that you react to things. When you hear something that is not good, like a news that is not good or something that doesn't sit well with you, don't just flare up. Okay, like don't just start reacting. Just take some time to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Think about the situation again. Think about, like, when you sit down and you really think about the situation, when you analyze things, you come up with a solution. You will not just be like panicking. Okay, you'll not just be like panicking and all over the place. You would come up with, a solution to whatever it is that is a problem. So like, business has taught me a lot. Business has been, like, I say this all the time, one of the things that business has taught me is patience, or business is still teaching me, it's patience. Because dealing with different customers every day is not the easiest thing, right? It's not the easiest thing at all, at all, at all. So I've learned to be more patient. I've learned to be more understanding. And another thing about talking directly to customers is that sometimes you realize that what you are saying is not what the customer is hearing. I don't know if that has ever happened to you. What you are saying is not the same thing that the customer is hearing, right? So you have to be patient. Sometimes you can end up explaining the same thing 5 good times. You would have to explain and explain until the customer understands what you are saying. So like, there's a whole lot I can say about business, but like, let me just I think I'll just stop here for today. Adrian, are you still here? You're kind of quiet. So let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you have any comments, any contributions, any questions. Okay, you're here. You're just listening to you're just listening to me. Yeah, I can. Do you know that? Let me just say this. Like, I didn't know I was so much of a talker until I started a YouTube channel. That's the fact. Like, I didn't know that I was a talker until I started a YouTube channel. Like, when I started posting videos on my page, right? That's when I started to realize that, okay, I can actually talk. But even then, I didn't really know, because those videos, like, if you've gone back to watch my like beginning videos on the channel, they're mostly like, there was a lot of edits in between, right? Like, I would talk for like maybe 2 minutes and I would edit it. I would talk for another 2 minutes and I would edit it. But if you're on a live video, there's no editing. Like, you're just talking and you have to keep the conversation going. So I didn't know that I could actually do this until I tried. So the advice is, try something new today, because you don't know your capabilities until you try. There's someone else here in the comment section. ACM, hi. Hi, ACM. Is this like an acronym? ACM, what does it stand for? So let me know the full meaning of your name, ACM, and let me know where you're joining in from. It's nice to have you here. I think this is your first time of being on my live. I'm always excited when I see new people on the live, because it means that I'm reaching like a wider audience. It means that I have more friends, I have more people to talk with, I have more people to share ideas with, and brainstorm. I really like it when people like ask a question. Like, there was a day I was on live, and a guy was asking questions about his business, and I just wanted some advice, and I was so excited, like, oh my god, someone is asking me for advice. Like, this is really like exciting, right? This is one of the reasons why I love like live videos, live streams, because you can be able to interact with your audience in real time, and you can say what needs to be said, and like editing videos can be quite stressful. But like, with live videos, I don't have to worry about going back to edit it like over and over, and make sure that it's perfect, because that perfection is just an illusion. There's nothing that you're going to do in this life that is going to be perfect. I also know that there's no way I'm going to look that is going to be perfect to me. Sometimes I would say, let me not come on live video until I made my hair or worn the best clothes or whatever. But I don't overthink things anymore. Like, if I want to come on live, I just wear whatever is closest to me. If you've noticed, most times in my life I wear like plain top or like round neck, or like just any shirt or whatever it is that I can get my hands on. Okay, I realized that overthinking things doesn't lead to anything. The more that you overthink something, the more you want to procrastinate that thing, because you feel like it's not perfect yet, you feel like it's not right yet. But there's nothing that is going to be perfect. You can only work with what you have started working on, right? Like, start something and then begin to build on that thing that you have started. Begin to work on that thing that you have started. That's how you grow. That's how you get better. But if you don't start anything, you just keep thinking about it in your head over and over and over again, you would begin to delusion yourself to thinking that you've actually started, you're actually working. Meanwhile, you haven't. You're just thinking about it in your mind. Like, what's happening in your head is different from what's happening in reality. Okay, I think that's a problem that introverts have. Like me, I'm like an introvert to the core. Like, well, I used to be an introvert to the core, but I don't think I'm really much of an introvert anymore, because I'm learning to be more outgoing. I'm learning to be more social. This was not the personality that I had when I was much younger, but I think as you grow, as you evolve, as you read, as you study, as you start to work in purpose, as you begin to work on yourself, as you begin to achieve your goals, and you want to be your best self, I feel like you might evolve from the person that you were when you were much younger. Okay, you might change from the person that you were to the person that you want to be. Like that person, like when you were younger, you used to look up to someone. When you were younger, there's someone that used to look at and, wow, I wish I was that person. So the more you start to transform into the person you wish you were, the person you really want to be, you realize that you might be leaving some personality traits behind, and you might be adopting or picking up new personality traits, because now you are becoming, like you are changing, you are evolving, you are growing, you are stepping into destiny, you are being better than you were yesterday. And I think that's the purpose of life. Like that's one of the purpose of life, to keep growing, to keep evolving. Like anything that is not growing is dying, right? If you're not growing, you're dying. Basically, that's it. Like even plants, flowers, if the flowers and the plants they stop growing, they start to die. If the plants, the trees, if they are not producing fruits, then they start to die. So you're either moving forward or you're moving backward. It's very rare that you're remaining stagnant. You might even think that, oh, you are remaining stagnant, but I don't think so. I think if you're not moving forward, you are moving backward. It's just that you don't realize that you have started to move backward, right? You don't realize that you have started to decrease, right? But if you're not moving forward, most likely you are moving backward, because time is always moving, right? Time is always moving forward. So it's almost impossible for you to stand still. It's almost impossible for you to like remain on the same spot. Okay, so yeah, that's it as well. Let me see, what else did I learn today? Let me just think, what else did I learn today? I know we learn things every day, and I've said quite a lot of things that I learned today, or that I noticed today. Let me just think about what else it is that I learned today. What else did I learn today? I learned, okay, yeah, another thing that, oh my god, today felt like 3 days in one. So like I'm even struggling to remember all the activities because so much happened. Another thing I learned today is to be kind to people, be kind to everybody, even strangers, right? I've always known this, but like, let me just say something I was reminded of. Yeah, it's not something I learned, it's not something new, it's something that I was reminded of today. Be kind to people, even strangers, because when you meet people for the first time, you really don't know who they are, right? Until they open their mouths and introduce themselves to you. Many people that are influential or what, why don't look it, right? It's not written on their forehead, so they might not look like they are influential. They might not look like they have value, because it's not written on the forehead. You cannot judge people just from how they are looking. You cannot judge people by their outfit. Some very rich people, they don't like to wear expensive things, right? They don't even care about fashion. They might not even care how they look, but like they have they have companies, they have assets, they have investments. Okay, they are valuable in society. They know people of like value, and they have a high net worth, just that they don't really care about physical appearance, right? So you cannot really judge a person based on how they look. But they talk about dress, how you want to be addressed, or physical appearance, that mostly applies to poor people or average people, right? For people that have money, they have fame already or whatever. Like people that have money, actually forget about fame. For people that have like money, for people that are wealthy, that appearance, whatever, doesn't really matter. It doesn't really count, right? So yeah, like I was saying, be kind to everybody, be nice to everybody, because you don't know who is who. And like over here in Nigeria, there's something we say, we call it destiny helper. What is a destiny helper? A destiny helper is someone that is assigned to help you in your journey of life. Basically, like the name implies, destiny helper. The helper is meant to like, or is here to like help you in your journey in life, in your walk in life. The person is here to help you, to guide you, and just to make your journey easier. Basically, now for someone that is your destiny helper, it could be a poor person, it could be a rich person, right? It could be anybody. Literally, it could be anybody. They could be disabled, they could be blind, they could be tall, they could be short. It could literally be anybody, right? And they don't even need to give you money. All they need to do is, sometimes they give you an idea, sometimes they connect you to another person that would help you, right? Sometimes they um say your names in rooms of opportunities, right? Sometimes they just help you at a particular moment when you would have gotten in trouble. They help you stay out of trouble. So people can help you in different ways. Not everything has to do with money. Sometimes just an idea they will give you that will change your life. Sometimes you are meant to get into trouble at that particular moment, but just a word that they will say, just them standing up for you, showing up for you, will make you not to get in trouble at that particular moment. There are sometimes that you are in need. What you are in need of is not even like monetary thing or whatever, but they show up and they help you. Basically, they are helpers, right? So anybody can literally be your destiny helper, which is why I'm saying be kind to everybody, be nice to everybody. Like if someone has not been rude or mean to you, why are you the first person to be mean? Why are you squeezing your face when you see people? Why can't you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you? Why can't you just smile and be welcoming? Why can't, even if you can't smile and be welcoming, then be normal. There's no need to be aggressive. There's no need to like raise your shoulders. Like some people just have this cold aura about them that if you see them, you don't even want to like get close to them. You don't want to smile with them. You don't want to help them. That's not good. That should not be true at all. So like just be friendly, just be warm, just be open, but at the same time discern. Know the kind of people that you're not supposed to smile with. Okay, so many things in life is discernment, right? Discernment basically means knowing what is what, right? It means that your eyes are open, your ears are also open. So thank you so much everyone who joined on this live. It was lovely chatting with everyone, and I hope to see you on the next live. I'll definitely be live again tomorrow, so be sure to join in, be sure to like leave a comment, be sure to say hi, and I will see you guys on the next live. Bye.